Went and did a meat run this morning. So grateful for our donor that our donors that of Walmart that allow us to get all of their throwaway meat. Very grateful for them and all the good people there. We get it through a subcontractor that takes all the throwaway meat for Walmart, and it is a huge blessing for us to be able to get that. So one of our freezers is full for the week, and we are going to start feeding the animals together and start getting them all taken care of. So we're gonna be feeding a giant anteater today, some raccoons, some foxes, some porcupine, and some other stuff. So we have porcupine. We're gonna do a skunk. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm gonna do this bowl for my kawadi today because I'm gonna try something new. My German Shepherd is having a little bit of a spaz attack due to seeing light. Let there be light. We're gonna feed that. We're gonna feed this. So, you guys ready? Hello, hello. Welcome. We're gonna feed foxes. Excuse me, Cooper. Beep, 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 beep. Foxes. Kawadis. Skunks. Let me get the bowl here. Okay, Cooper. That's a little obsessive, my friend. A little obsessive. He sees, I see the light. We're gonna do that, we're gonna do that. Some dust in that, we're gonna get that out. Got some little leafies in there. Get that out. All right, skunk, marmoset, porcupine, kawadis, raccoons, giant anteater, and 2 foxes. So you guys ready to feed everybody? Let's go. This goes in the refrigerator. These are some of my training treats here. Got them in the meat drawer. Okay. All right. So we're going to start with some berries for some of the animals. Start some berries. I'm going to have to come back and do salvadors because I got to go get my blender from down below. I'm going to do some berries for all these guys. Come on, berries. Come on out. Then we're going to save some of these for Salvador's mixture there. All right. So it's been a long morning already. Ran over to Arlington, picked up one of my Walmart contracts. Then I went over to Mount Vernon and got that contract and picked all that up. I then, I swear, sorry, I'm processing a whole bunch of stuff right now at the same time. That's all going through my brain. I can tell you the hardest thing in what we do is not staying focused and not allowing the bullying community to win. And so that's when I have stuff that's sent to me and stuff, which I just had some stuff sent to me and whatnot, you know, it just, you kind of have to process it. You kind of go in this mode where you're like, God, I just need to defend myself. But the reality is we go live here every day. Like, if people are genuinely concerned about us and our practices, they're welcome to come watch us live and come meet our animals and see how happy and comfortable they are. And you know, that's what we, you know, we need to be here to love the animals and care for the animals and, you know, all of that kind of stuff. And so I find it funny that the biggest bullies in the rescue community are the rescuers. It's just so sad. I was watching another rescue the other day that she literally had somebody, they had a horrible distemper outbreak. And one of the people said, good. I just don't even understand why anyone would wish harm or wish ill of an organization or an animal or anything like that. So yeah, it is horrible, isn't it? Super sad. Yeah, we don't wish harm on that. You know, that's not fair. And we're gonna do some ground turkey balls for the foxes. That's one reason I really put gloves on, because it's disgusting. So this is, how many pounds is this? This is 3 pounds of turkey that we're gonna do for one of the foxes. Make little turkey meatballs here for him. And the sun's coming out, so it's gonna be a beautiful day. It's Saturday. It's gonna be Lisa came up and volunteered today, and we got a volunteer coming next Saturday also. Bronwyn's coming up next Saturday. You know, and just tons of good things are coming, and we're gonna just focus on that, and we're just gonna keep on going. So here we go. Bum, 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 bum. I don't know why I'm not saying anything on Facebook, but I'm not gonna touch it until I take my gloves off. Cooper. No. My Malinois. He's a cool bud. He's a cool dog. If there's food involved, training's his thing, right? If there's food involved, you're happy with training, right? Okay, we're gonna do another 3 pounds for the other 6 foxes. That way, no, back. Good deal. Dun, 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 dun. This is the tedious part. You kind of have to do little meatballs, because if you don't and they can't grab them and run, they get a little angry with each other, because they just will sit there and eat it. So you have to give them little turkey balls. Okay. Ooh, it sounds like they're starting their engines. We had a chicken donation also that came through. One of our neighbors had to dispatch some of their chickens, and so we were able to, they brought them over to us and dispatched, and the wolves were able to get whole chickens today, which they were very excited about. Some of the wolves. God, I love you. You're a good dog. You are too, Dobby. All right, then they're gonna get quite the mixture today, because like I said, I picked up the meat run. We got probably about, probably about 600 pounds of meat today, which is fantastic. We'll get us through part of the week. We go through about 6,000 pounds of meat a month, and about 1,200 pounds of produce around that. We're gonna do some ground chicken with the foxes. I've never used this before for them. My other animals won't touch it. So I'm hoping they will, because we do get it occasionally in our Walmart runs, but it feels disgusting. So, oh, you know what? I'm gonna try it with Felix. I haven't tried it with Felix yet either. We don't get it too often, but it's always nice to have animals that actually will maybe like it. We're gonna do some ground chicken. This is just, yuck. I don't think I've ever personally ever had ground chicken, to be quite honest, you guys. And we're gonna be trying ground pork also. So, do this. And I'm sorry, it's hard for me to read comments because it's very, very, very small on my screen. So it's hard for me to read comments until I'm actually down there dropping the pans off. And then I'll find out what's going on with Book of Face, because honestly, I don't see any Book of Face comments. So if you're commenting on Facebook, I'm not seeing it right now. So until I pull my gloves off, I will not have access to that. All right. We're gonna try some ground pork. We're trying all the stuff that some of our other animals don't eat. Don't worry, none of this is flavored. Okay, it's no seasoning, no, none of that. The little balls in here. This is still kind of, this is a little bit more tough. We'll try that. See if they like that. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Then we got some more ground turkey, but this is actually gonna go to Felix, who is our Coatimundi, also known as a Coati. And we will go down and feed all of them. We're gonna give some to Squeakers, some to the skunk, some to the other skunk, and the rest to this boy right here. All right. Then, last but not least, got some chicken drums. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, it's not just the drums, it's more than that. Give him a piece of that, give them that. Okay. Now, I'm going to save these Louisiana crawfish for Monday. And this is Squeaker's favorite stuff right here. And we just get it donated every once in a while. So he kind of just gets a snack of it here and there, but it's like his favorite stuff in all the world. And then I'm going to save this turkey right here for later. I'll have it set up. There we go. All right. Okay, let's just stuff wiped off this here. Goes in the dirty. It's gotta be washed. Right. So the meat is all done for all of them. Focus. All right. Now this cleaner that I use does kill everything, but it does not, I could spray it in my mouth, it's safe. It's something that vets and stuff use, and we really, really like it. Because it's nice and safe for the animals, and if we need to spray our cutting boards down or anything like that, it's safe for them. No, thank you, sir. No. You're not stealing my little towel, silly boy. All right. Now, let's get everyone else ready. We're gonna do some bananas for our Coatimundi. It's also known as our Coati. Let me see if I can fix, let me start. Seeing if I can fix Facebook. It doesn't look like it's working. Cooper, stop.
Cooper, stop it, Cooper.
All right, let's see if that works. Because usually I see who logs on and who. There we go. Now I see your guys' comments. I'm so sorry. Nothing was popping up. now they're here. That's awesome. Love dogs. Used to have 5 of them. I'm a newcomer. Hi, Vicky. Welcome. So, I'm not sure if you want to share this petition to the followers. It's important. I can't see what it's about, but it's something on thechange.com. You know, if people believe in a cause and they want to sign something, go have at it.
That's how progress happens.
Maybe I should start a, you know how they started a ban this content creator? Maybe I should start one of those. They got like, do you know how many they got like 1.3 million signatures on that thing.
Pretty
It was
impressive.
I didn't sign it, but because I try not to get involved in that side of things. But if it comes to signing a petition to save the wolves and anti-bullying, absolutely, we'll sign that. We sign lots of petitions to try to get the federal protection put back on the wolves.
Save the barn owls.
I actually got asked if I would be involved in that.
They actually have a thing on it?
I got contacted by an attorney's firm and asked if I would be a part of it.
I didn't know that it was being...
Yeah, they're trying to get it to stop.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Well, they said, well, it would make sense if it's true of why. But the question is how do you really know that those like how can you put a number on that? Like, we need to eliminate 500,000, and how do you know 500,000 really actually gets eliminated?
Because we know for sure.
Yeah, that's the problem.
And now they're getting rid of the national forest things and punching roads through, and it's not going to help them any.
The taking down the forests is going to be an incredibly huge devastation.
Unbelievably devastating.
Yeah, it's. You know, I think what it's more concerning to me, I feel personally that if an order has been signed, that for that order to be changed by the next person or Joe Smo or whomever, that it actually should come to a vote of the American people.
Absolutely.
I think that if, you know, like that protection's been put into place for a long time, I think that to be able to reverse
It started
something.
with Teddy Roosevelt. He's the one who started the national forest conservation stuff.
Well, but the one that he's reversing is from somebody different though, a different president.
There's one that he just signed through that went through already. It's has to do with there being access through Alpha-One. Has to do with their access being punched through the national forests to allow for Bureau of Land Management, which aka logging, and forest fires prevention. So they have more access to deep woods, which usually don't have forest fire issues.
Right, it's not in like a high forest fire area either. That's really, really tragic. You sent me that thing and I don't remember the exact statistics, but they said, what was it, 96%?
96% of all land, living mass.
Yep, 96% of all living mass is humans and livestock and domesticated animals. There is only 4%, they said, of wildlife that
70%
is.
70% of all bird life is all our chickens and stuff.
I think he said 80.
Did he say 80?
I think so. There's this really good video that talks about some stuff that's happened. Cooper, my watch light. He wants it. What bird did you put out? Anyway, it's completely devastating and it's heart-wrenching because we've taken protected land is important, and like the fact that we are just taking protection off like that and not asking the American people what they feel or how they feel, to me is really tragic, because I feel like that is something that concerns all of us and concerns all of the well-being of the environment, and that we should have a say in if that does or does not happen personally. I think that there's some decisions that are too big for one person or one party of people to make, to be honest. I think there needs to be more, personally. But again, that's just personal opinion. Take it or leave it. La da 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 da. Oh, happy day. So we're gonna do some squashes here. Cooper. Goodness gracious, dude. For our porcupine, we're gonna do some of this, some of that. Oh, let's cut that off. Gone. Cut that off of here too. All right, we're gonna do some of this for my little skunky skunk who likes this kind of stuff. There we go. He does like some little zucchinis and squashes. I'll leave the rest to her. All right. Then, like I'm collecting Yahtzee dice. So, hello. Yes, and please look to the comments because we do have people answering your comments. I can't really answer them until I actually am physically down there feeding. So I try to, but it's kind of difficult with how small the letters are on the screen. I wish you could adjust the comment size of the YouTube-ness there. Watch that. This morning we had a couple birds out. Now that loud one that you're hearing right now is my bird. Her name's Elowen. She says, "Hello, hello." This is some of Bean's favorite thing in all the world. It's corn on the cob. She loves her corn on the cob and her bananas. Those are her two most favorite things in life. And she's an old porcupine, so she gets what she wants. She gets what she wants. All of our animals do, actually, young or old, to be quite honest. So, yeah. So I want to thank everybody who's here, all of our new followers. We appreciate if you could share, like, and follow our page because we need you guys to be able to continue doing what we're doing. We're going to be doing a big fundraiser next week. All next week we have to do a fundraiser so that we can get through the next month of expenses. It does cost us about anywhere from $30,000 to $50,000 a month to be able to run this operation. And when your bank account starts to get low, it starts to get a little scary, to be quite honest. But we're still here, we're still going, and that's all because of your guys' generosity. We have different ways you guys can help. You can click on the link in our bio. I cut some of the bad part of that melon off right there. You can check out the links in our bio, and it will tell you all the ways you can help our organization. If we had 3,000 people donate $10, we would be able to make it through the month. It's like 3,000 people, $10, and we're done. Like we're at a good place to be able to do that. Yeah, we go live almost every day, so make sure you like, share, and follow our page. We've been going live. We went live yesterday, the day before. So if you're not seeing us, there might be something that you need to change in your settings so that we pop up for you so you can see our stuff. So I took my little knife down to wash it. I have so many dishes down there because This week's been kind of odd, to say the least. Oop, I'm gonna cut that off. Bye-bye. And that. A little cantaloupe sprinkle here, a little cantaloupe sprinkle there. So this cantaloupe is pretty much use it or lose it today. Just cut all this nasty stuff off and use the good stuff on the inside. The funny thing is to us is it's gross to us, but in the wild they'd eat all that and be perfectly fine. But you know, they're in captivity, so we even though they would eat it, we still don't allow it here unless they bury it from us for some reason and we didn't find it. That's the only way they'll get bad stuff. But for the most part, we dig everything. We know their little hiding spots, and so we know where to search for that. Normally, I just give them to all of this whole, but I got to cut out the icky stuff on that particular one. Ooh, you know what else I have? Let me go get it. Since it's going to be a warm day, why don't we see how this is? Let's see. Come on, cut through. Okay. Ooh, this is, let's get this used here. Come on. Okay. So, we're gonna cut this watermelon up really fast for him. I gotta sharpen these knives. So we'll do some watermelon slices for the porcupine. She'll enjoy that today. We'll do some watermelon for the coatis. We'll do some watermelon here for the skunk real fast. Do some skunks, get the watermelon. Cargo, and then our little marmoset there can get some watermelon. We'll try. Hi, Maple. What are you doing? Try some for our little foxes here. Ooh, Maple. These ones are kind of icky. So we'll do this. It's so funny that is so. Anyway, so we're going to wait, ma'am. Give them some more. See if they eat it. I don't know if they will, but we'll see. And then we'll give the raccoons some stuff too. Anywho, I tell you what, I'm processing so much right now. I'm having full conversations in my head by myself. I apologize. I'm trying to stay focused. I just have so much going on right now and combating all of this bullying that's going on. So we have a lot going on our side. And again, it's a big deal, but I can't let it be a big deal. So I'm just gonna. And I'm dealing with another rescue too that is kind of dealing with some similar things, that has reached out to me also. Unfortunately, they're being massively bullied right now too. And they were talking to me about it, and you know, it's just, when's the dam going to break? I mean, I don't know how it hasn't already. We just had an amazing rescuer take her life, and all because of this kind of harassment. And you know, the saddest thing is a lot of the harassment that comes to the rescues aren't from the outside people. I mean, some does, don't get me wrong, some does. A majority of it, though, comes from the inner circle of rescue. And that's just so saddening to me, that all that continues to happen and doesn't stop. And, and it's funny to me because when bullies get called out on their stuff, somehow that turns them into the victim all of a sudden when they're the ones who started the war, kind of thing. And it's like, you're somehow all of a sudden you're the bad person for having to stick up for yourself, and they fall victim to bullying because you just are responding back to what they're saying. And I was talking to that rescue about that the other day, and I'm just like, I'm really sorry you're going through this. And they were telling me all this stuff that was happening to them, and man, my heart's just broken because, like, it's not just me, it's so many rescues that are dealing with that, like scrutiny from other rescues. And it's like, we're supposed to all be on the same team. And the funny thing is that a lot of the people who talk about being on the same team are some of the biggest problems that we're having in rescue. Uber duper sad. I don't like it. It's in here for a little bit. You see a squirrel, buddy? You see a squirrel? It's just so sad. Woo! Watch out. So we're almost there. We're doing like a nice summer fruit bowl here for the raccoons and for all that. They got some chicken underneath it, and look how juicy that watermelon was. It was ready. What do you think, Brutus? This is my Anatolian Shepherd Pit Bull. This is Brutus. This is my Brutus. You love my Brutus. I love Brutus. He's such a good dog. He's a good boy. He's actually one of my calmest dogs, but yet one of my most protective of the house dogs. He's not like somebody would come into my yard and he would hurt them. He is somebody's here. He's my alert dog. And you wouldn't see him doing that, but you do that all the time. You're like, hey, German Shepherds, I'm here. Right? He always tells my neighbors, German Shepherds, that I'm here. Don't start stuff. I'm here. Right, buddy? You leave my family alone. Yeah, it's a good boy. Okay. Beanpole. So we're just gonna add a couple peanuts, and then that will top off our stuff. Hi. So I'm going to start advertising it tomorrow, but next week we're going to have a week of fundraising next week. And it is going to be we got to get 3,000 people to donate $10. That's the goal. And we'll get through squirrel. We'll get through the month of July into August without problem, but I gotta raise $30,000 minimum. Ideally 50, and then that will get us into August. Ideally, actually 600,000, and that would get us into next July, because that's what our expenses usually are for the year, about $600,000 to survive, comfortably, to where like I can not just pump my porta potty out at needed, but just like actually have it scheduled on the schedule. Like it's kind of like that luxury of having a clean porta potty like at least every 2 weeks is fantastic. But it's worth the sacrifice for the animals. So anyway, let's go. Look at this handsome stoic. Hi, bud. Dobby. I love him. You ready, buddy? Are you ready? Good boy. He's a good boy. If you would have seen Dobby where he started and where he is today, and the people who actually have been following me for 3 years and 5 years, well, actually, I've only had him for a year, so following me with him for a year, January, or a year and a half now, I got him in January, would be able to contest to, like, how much improvement Dobby has made in this time. Yep, in Anacortes, Washington. He's just doing so well. I'm so proud of him. He is definitely a handful, but I am so proud of Dobby. And some days he drives me up the, like, he just drives me up the wall. But for the most part, Dobby is just a really awesome puppy. And he's doing really well. Okay, so let me go drop this down below. Don't worry, I already know Dobby's probably most likely going to jump on my table to see if there's any food I left for him. It's okay. I'm going to go take this down there, and then I'll be right back to grab you guys, so just give me 1 second to go take this down. Oh, there's the peanuts. Stay. Wait. No. Brutes. Good boy, Dobby. Good boy. All right. Then we got to come back and do a giant Anteater. Oh, there goes a. Let me make you lower. Oh, goodness. 'Tis a season for, hi, Dob. 'Tis a season for some light being casted from my phones in the sunshine. Hi, Murphy. Lost my train of thought. I just need to create one generic name for all my dogs at this point. 10 of you is just too much to not get tongue-tied over. So, let's go. Stay. Oh, when you're done, here is his food. I'll leave it right here. Darwin's right there. Lisa's cleaning the enclosure for us.
This one's twisted. Did you intentionally block them from going up to this top 10?
No.
The tray's twisted so they can't get up.
Oh.
On the way.
Well, good thing none of them were just up there. No, it's, yeah, you can turn it back. All right. Hi. What are you doing, you big old lug? There's my 20-week-old Great Dane mix. Oh, buddy, I love you. I love you. Always, I love you. Yeah. He's a good boy. There's some birds for you. Cooper, you nutty. You nutty, buddy. Brutus on the peanut. You gonna eat a peanut, buddy? Scrapping it up. All right, guys, ready? Let's go down to the animals. Okay. Oh. Ready? Now this is when I can actually read comments. Okay. Ba-dink. Here we go. Down the stairs. Hi, Taz. Hi, Taz. Are you one of my favorite foxes in all the land? Is you one of my favorite foxes in all the land? Hi, Aunt Fox. Hi. All right, so feel free to answer questions. Oh, let me flip you back here. We're gonna turn this way. Okay. Yep, we are a wildlife sanctuary, and we're located up in Anteater, Washington. We're very empty porcupine this morning, or I should say this afternoon. Normally I feed first thing in the morning, but Saturday they have to wait a little bit longer for their food because oh, you almost got me with your little pokies. I almost got quilled for the first time in 10 years. All right, this is Bean. This is Beanpole. Hello, sweet babies. Oh, that's neat. Yeah, it's a porcupine. You know what? We are not doing multiple mods on YouTube. We are creating a mod, and we love Stephanie. She mods for us, but you, you guys, Anne, you're so funny. That's what happens when foxes play. Yeah, it's not at this time, but and you know what? Honestly, I hope that we don't have to because, you know, I hope that we can be all adult enough to just be kind and considerate and just be able to have a conversation as, you know, adults. Is my hope and desire for this platform. All right, these guys. This is our new foxes that we've had for about over almost 3 months now. I wonder if God's world creature, such an animal. See, that's wolf talk. That's fox talk. Fox talk. Welcome to Fox Talk. Welcome to Fox Talk. Welcome. Welcome to Fox Talk. How are you today? How are you? I'm coming in. Watch out, Sliper. Watch out, Sliper. I'm coming in. Watch out, Ed. Watch out. Okay, hold on. Some here. We're gonna do some here. Okay. I'm coming to get you guys. Hold on. We'll introduce you to the foxes real quick. Let me throw this over here. All right. Feeding time for the foxes. Hi, guys. So porcupines, are you talking about why porcupines are actually essential within the ecosystem and why their features actually matter within the environment? So yeah, we do believe all animals were created perfectly, and unfortunately they've had to adapt like way too much. And with porcupines, they actually have a lot of different things going for them. Their quills is actually not their only line of defense. So the reason porcupines obviously have quills is to defend themselves from predators. They're excellent climbers up in they're mostly found up in the trees. Like 80% of all mortality rates from porcupines are from them falling out of trees. They, believe it or not, their first line of defense though is not poking. So they actually have a patch on the back of them that lets off this really musky smell, and they utilize that first before utilizing their quills. So it's just one of many ways animals have to defend themselves, and quills are the way in the way that they defend them. Just like armadillos roll into balls, animal boxes have dens. You know, there's animals have all different ways to defend themselves from predators and make it. And you know, there's not that many of them, you know, like, I mean, they're not on the Endangered Species Act by any mean, but I mean, you don't see a ton of them up here in Washington that are on the side of the road. They're very occasional when they've been hit by a car or something. So that right there is my favorite boy. His name is Taz, and he just dropped his chicken. Do you want me to get it for you? I get it. I get it. You dropped it, right? Oh, here you go. Here, Taz. Do you want it? You want it? Here, I'll put it right there for you. Is it still a little cold? You have Chloe. You have Anne. You have Rascal. You have Swiper and Anisio. And you have our quads. Aw, thanks. That's nice of you. That's so nice. Now if I got 3,000 more people to do that, my month expense would be covered. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. We're so grateful. And you know, if you actually donate through our website, you can have a tax write-off for the end of the year, which is awesome. Yes, I have foxes. They're eating. Now, something that is related to a raccoon is this guy right here. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Let me feed these ferocious mongrels over here, you crazy little boys. And girl. So our girl is going into breeding season, which makes the boys go all crazy, but not with each other. At her, she becomes a little angry at this time of the year. And believe it or not, look at all the peanuts that we have already. Oh, okay. All right. Here you guys go. Calm down. Hold on. I need to grab it. Go ahead and climb down. They're looking for their eggs. Eggs are the first, most important thing for the raccoons. Some of them. Look at all the peanuts Lisa had to give them to make them leave her alone while she cleaned the cage. Not funny. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. So join us next week to actually do a walkthrough with all of the animals as we do a fundraiser all week next week. Well, most of all week. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday will be our fundraiser day. Yeah, so here's the thing. Let's keep it to the animals. We're here to show you guys some amazing creatures, show you how they're living and things like that. If you guys want to have any arguments or debates, you are welcome to get each other's information and do a private messaging. That would be great. We are here for them and to learn about them. So please keep your comments kind, because we have enough back and forth in this world. We just want to show some animals and educate you why they're important. I think one of my favorite things about raccoons is that the reason they have those black lines across their face is to actually reflect the sun appropriately, so that they can be a little bit better hunters. Kind of like a football player wears it underneath his eyes when they're playing. They are really pretty. And then we'll come in here and leaf blow as soon as they're done making a mess. the easiest way to pick up peanut shells is to blow them all in a little pile and then do that. I got this guy right here. He's being pretty patiently impatient with me, actually. This is Squeakers. He is also in the raccoon family. And I'm actually going to make him eat this elsewhere today. The squirrels have been stealing his food, so I went back to an old bowl of his so he could eat it on his little log, so the squirrels don't just naturally come over here to his log. It's a much smaller platform that's kind of unshareable right now. So we're going to try feeding him in this bowl today and see if that helps with the squirrels trying to steal his lunch. Now this guy right here, believe it or not, because he's a boy, he is actually considered solitary. Boys don't normally like the boys, and they only like the girls in season, and so girls are actually the ones that are your pack animals with the coatis, and these guys are found in Central South America. Huh. Aren't they so cute? You're so funny. I love to see all the animals that you have and get ideas for my animals. You guys are amazing. Keep up the amazing job you do helping these precious souls. Thank you so much. We appreciate you being here. All right. We're going to feed you in just a minute. I got to wash your blender. I will be right. Let me fill it up with some warm water. This is a giant anteater right here. I'm going to have this fill up while we go do the other ones. Salvador, it's filling up with hot water, buddy. We're gonna go blend your food together, okay? Just give me 1 sec, buddy. Let me go feed a skunk and another set of foxes, and then I'll come back and feed you. So, here's Odie, my little striped skunk. Buddy. How are you doing today? Oh, I used the wrong bowl, bud. Sorry. You got chicken and turkey and all that stuff today. Are you excited? What are you doing? It's okay, old man. You stay in your enclosure. Okay, you can go eat your food. I got you some yogurt today, too. Here, I'll help you down. Ready? There you go. Good job. Good job. All right. Onward and upward. All right. This right here is Felix. He's one of our rescues that we got in from a neglect situation. Here, Felix. He's gonna look for his bananas and his turkey and all that fun stuff. He is a Cotamunde, also known as a coati. He was a neglected little boy. He had a dislocated hip that healed incorrectly. All that is brand new hair growth. He was pulling his fur out and having some bald spots for being so anemic. The fleas were getting him too bad. We got him, took him to the vet, had him x-rayed, tried to get blood work, but he was too anemic for us to do that. And now he's doing absolutely fantastic. He's eating an egg. Sorry, buddy, I didn't mean to scare you. He's a good boy. We love that little man. It is a Coatimundi, also known as a coati. He's in the raccoon family. Let me go stop my blender of stuff. And I'm only going to be alive for just a little bit longer because I got to help get stuff cleaned and done. I only got a couple hours left. This is Salvador. He's my anteater, but let me rinse this out real quick. Fill this up with hot water real fast. La la. I'm coming, Salvador. I'm coming, bud. One sec. One sec, bud. Okay, here we go. Okie dokie artichoke. Nope, can't eat ants. Can't really order those in the quantity in which he would need. We got to make him a special nummy treat. So let's take this right here and go feed the foxes and my hooded skunk cargo. Shall we? Bum 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 ba dum bum. And then we'll come back and make Anteater smoothie. No, he's actually not panicking. He wants to be fed, and I'll show you that in just a minute, so stick with me. That's not panic behavior, trust me. I can tell you what that looks like, and it is charging, not that. All right. All right. What? Sure. All right, we're gonna go this way. What's in the smoothie? Well, stick with me and I will show you. But let me feed these cute little patooties right here first. Shall we? See if I can get peed on today and marked by this beautiful acacia. Oh, there she is. One of the first ones at the door to say hello. Watch out, Acacia. I'll come get you in one sec. Hi, Acacia. Hi. Watch out, bud. Let's go in together here. Oh, I'm coming, buddy. I'm coming, don't worry. I'm coming. All right, here's these 6 foxes that we have. I'm gonna grab a piece of, let me grab a piece of chicken for Faith. Sorry, honey, I'm just gonna grab one of these little chickens for little Faith up here. Hi, Faith. Here you go. Yum, 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 yum. So that's Faith. That's Acacia. We've only had these guys for just a few months, so we're still learning their personalities. They came from a fur farm. Here goes Acacia to try to pee on me. No, thank you. You missed. So Save a Fox rescued 500 foxes from a fur farm, and we had the great opportunity to take in 12 of them. And we have Acacia. That's Acacia. That's Audrey. That is Todd, and this is Dexter, the one that's a little less fluffy, and that is Edward, the silver. And Faith was the one that you guys saw a little bit earlier. She tries to pee on me. Don't pee on me. I'm honored, but I'd prefer not to be peed on today. Shall we? La da 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 da. They scream. Hi, babies. They seem to be liking it. Hi, Edward. You losing all your fur? You losing that winter coat? We had to pin Edward down the other day and get him all brushed out, and now we got to do it again because with his fur type, he just doesn't shed very well. He does not dropping it on his own well like these ones are. So. Oh my goodness. All right, let's go make Salvador's food. Let's go make Salvador's food. Now we feed them on the rock because as you can see, it's a much more balanced, harmonious eating time when it is distributed rather than in a small bowl. Hi, buddy. Hi, honey. Did you get a chicken today? What did you guys get? Did you get meat? Hi. What are you doing? Luther! They heard a clucker. Ooh, the chickens get some stuff. So that's Luther. Hi, Lubu. Hi, Echo. You guys sitting in the misters today? You want some berries? You want some berries? All right, let's go feed an anteater. Bum 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 ba ba da da da. They're wolf dogs. Oh, I was gonna. Are you doing them?
She still wants them, but she wants to do them over there.
Okay. That's nice of her. I was gonna do them as soon as I was done with this stuff, but I will gladly let her do the task. Okay, we're gonna go feed a giant anteater. Here we go to feed a giant anteater named Cooper, Murphy, Dobby, Maple. Hi, bud. He's a good boy. All right, here we go. Let's feed an anteater together, shall we? Let's do it. All right, here we go. Watch out, babe. Come on, buddy. All right, so we're gonna feed Salvador. He's a giant anteater. You start with water. Let's make a giant anteater smoothie, shall we? Okay. Gotta get this level because it's on an unlevel ground here. There we go. Okay, so how do we make an anteater smoothie? Well, pretty simplistically, we add some bananas, like so. We add some bananas. One more because I'm out of avocados. I went to go buy avocados today and they were all out of them at the store where I buy my stuff from. So he's getting 3 bananas today because of the lack of avocados I have today. Which it's not detrimental that he doesn't get avocados, just a really good fat to be able to give them. We're gonna give him the rest of these berries here. Oh, I missed the whole thing there. There's not very many left in there. that. Pressure wash my board here. We're gonna do la, 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 la. Nothing from there. Oh, yes we are actually, I lied. Sorry. I'm taking inventory of what I have. Okay. We're gonna do. So you don't want to do a raw egg with a giant anteater, but you can do a hard boiled, which I'm confirming that is hard boiled, and it is. Shell and all, it's totally fine. We're gonna do a sweet potato, like so. And then we're gonna add one of the most important ingredients, which is the apple cider vinegar. Just a splash of that for him. Then we're going to do
the Kupaneda.
the rest of this ground beef here, like so. And then I'm going to add some leafy biscuits, which is a Zupreme food for him. La la la. Some leafy little leafies.
Little leafies.
Little leafies. Then, bloop, like so. Let it spill over a little bit. Oh, do not tell me you moved. Come on. There it goes. Got it. And now it's blending together. Okay, now we're going to go down and feed a giant anteater. I'm going to go like this. So we're going to part some of this out, just a little bit. Okay. Then, we're not done yet. One sec. We're going to add some mealworms. We're going to add some mealworms. We're going to add some, excuse me.
Are you going to switch over to Bluetooth?
Yeah. Well, I have my hands full. One sec. One sec. Sorry, I've turned my Bluetooth off. Oh my gosh. Okay, you're good. Sorry, I had to turn my Bluetooth off so that my truck will grab my phone. And you don't want to hear Jeremy singing, so.
Yeah, you do. Cheez-Its falling out of your car.
There's what?
Cheez-Its.
That would be Ryland. I haven't even had cheese that's in there.
There's a white cheese.
Oh, that's Ryland. Maple, what are you doing? What are you doing? All right, shall we go see a giant anteater together now? Let's do that. Let's do it. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Yum. There you have it. Looks good, huh? I know you're jealous. You guys all want an anteater smoothie, but unfortunately, I'm going to lower you guys down here. Okay. Love hearing planes constantly flying over. All right. Ready? Sorry. Takes us a little bit to get down there. The multitasking of constant. You have some chicken, baby? All right. Okay, here we go. Ready? Oh my God, it's heavy. Here comes Salvador. Bink. Bink.
Everyone got fresh water but Salvador.
Okay, thank you. I'll dump it here. Okay. Here, buddy. All right. So I flip you around and bring you in to see Salvador. Here you go. I'll steal it on the inside here. Thank you. Right. So, this is Salvador. He's my giant anteater. This handsome fella right here. Hi, buddy. No, thank you. I don't want you to stick your nose in my shoes today, because you kind of have a sloppy mess. So giant anteaters are really remarkable, amazing animals. He eats one time a day, sometimes two. Don't spill it. Don't do that. No, don't be a butt. Good boy. Salvador is absolutely brilliant. He's so exquisite. Look at how beautiful he is. Did I make a good batch today? Don't do it. Don't. Thank you. Good boy. Good boy. Don't do it. Don't you? No. Stop it. I gotta use my foot so he doesn't spill it. He likes to spill it. And then he just eats it off the ground, which is totally fine because anteaters actually, dirt is a part of their diet. So these guys actually can defend themselves from jaguars. They have really powerful claws. Those claws, they actually walk on. Oh, no, thank you. They actually walk on them like they're their knuckles. And that's how they defend themselves. See how he's grabbing the bowl with them? getting frustrated with me, please don't spill your food. Not too long. I'm making him eat a good portion before he spills it though. Because he spills it and eats it off the ground, and because I'm a person, it's like, don't do that, but that's just what they do. So his tongue is 2.5 foot long and come in and out of his mouth at 2 times a second. And he'll probably have this whole thing eaten, I would say, in about a half hour. No, he doesn't spill it inside. Well, sometimes he does, just not every time, but a lot of times he will. Some much cleaning. So these are his logs. Oh, you little turkey. So we have 3 staff members, myself and 2 others. The facilities are just actually got USDA inspected, and they met their satisfaction, and we don't think that they're actually that dirty, to be honest. I mean, they live on dirt, but you know, that is what it is. So, and these are for enrichment. Oh, the alligator's starting their mating call. We give them logs that have rot in them so he can dig them and eat any of the bugs within the logs. And so we're constantly having to switch out these ginormous logs to be able to have him eat some natural grubbage. And then he spills his food and we'll eat it later. That's part of it. Right, squeakers? And this is the garbage that we took out just from today. All right. And there's a little fox. Because that's just how anteaters are created. They have one of the smallest brain size to head size out of mammals. And if you ever get the opportunity to look at a giant anteater's skull, like on Google, definitely do it because it's truly remarkable. All right. Bum, 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 bum. So he's eating some, I do have sloths. Oh, I know it looks fine because I only work 80 hours to 120 hours a week, so hopefully it does. These guys are just doing their mating call. See if I can zoom into them. There we go. Some gators. Hanging out with the wolf dogs in the back there. Just totally kidding. They're separate. Oh, that's nice. Hey, what are you doing? Hi, bud. You enjoying the nice, hot, warm sunshine? This is a sulcata tortoise. This is the 3rd largest tortoise. The first 2 are the Aldabra and the Galapagos. They are significantly bigger than these guys. These guys will get up to about 100+ pounds. Luther, you come smell the tortoise? Yeah, they don't care about them. This guy's about 108, 109 pounds now. Are you just really enjoying that sunshine today? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. You enjoying that sunshine today, bud? That's Luther. And then we'll go this way, and then I'm gonna get off and go help finish up cleaning and stuff. And then this right here, so this was a divider that I gotta move, but we have these enclosures made to where we can put a divider up if needed, and this is the divider that goes in the center of it. But where is Jinx? I'm looking, hold on. I'll find him. He's kind of camouflaged in here most days. Jinx! Kitty, 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 kitty. Hi, Dora! Hi, Dora the Explorer! Watch out, babies. Watch out, Dora. Good girl. Da 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 Dora. Da 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 Dora. That she likes to explore the most. And there he is. Hi, babies. Hi. Did you get a pool? Are you watching some chicken TV? Yeah. He's loving, we just switched him into this enclosure instead of the other one because this one has a whole bunch of grass in it, some new trees in it, some new logs for him to destroy, and he's enjoying this change of scenery. Hi, bud. What are you doing? That's a muscovy. They don't quack, they just hiss. They're big ducks, but really pretty. If you come over here, you won't walk on the rocks. Or do you enjoy the heat from it? Huh? What are you doing? Did you take a bath today? Look how wet your little feathers are. Yeah, did you take a bath today? You did? Oh, goodness. You're very cute. And then, Dora is one of my favorites. She's this one. Dora. 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 And then little Red's not out here. But we have our own egg layers because obviously we go through a lot of eggs. Oh, sorry, baby. I didn't see that. Push the door right into you. Hi, babies. You're so cute. Anyway, thanks for joining us and being a part of what we do. This little cutie patootie right here is Willow. Willow is one of, or what? Hi, Willow, Willow, Willow. Hi, Willow, Willow, Willow. This is Willow. She's a wolf dog. She's a cute little thing on the land. She's a cute little thing on the land. So, Willow, 8 years young already. Really beautiful gray wolf dog. She's kind of all wet right now because we have misters set up for the wolves for the warmer days. And they literally just go lay in that nice cool mist. Hi, baby. You having a good day? And looks like they got some chicken and some pork and some beef today. So they're all glistening in the sun back there from the mist. Luther! Nai-nai! Nai-nai! Nitro! Uh-oh, what'd you see? Oh no, the gate's shut! Scary! So wolf dogs are naturally elusive animals, like their survival kind of depends upon it. What a lot of people don't realize is they think they can get a wolf dog and it's going to be massively social and want to just be a dog. That's not really how their disposition works. They are pack animals, but they are more like independent when it comes to a whole bunch of outside people. When you raise them, yeah, they're normally good with you, but there's so many different things that you have to be careful about. We don't really encourage anyone to get a wolf dog as a pet. Mainly because if one thing happens, it kind of ruins it for all of wolf dogs and their reputation. These guys are high content wolf dogs. They're more wolf than dog. And there's a lot of differences that people don't understand. So one thing for wolves is that if you ever lose the trust of a wolf, you could either lose it forever or it's going to take years to get back. So I lost the trust of Nitro. Well, let's see, 2, 4. So about 4 years ago, I lost his trust. No, 4 or 5, 6 years ago, I lost his trust. And it took me almost 3 years to get it back because what happened is when wolves have a deformity, when they're puppies, believe it or not, the brothers and sisters will try to take out the weakness in the pack. So if Nitro was born with the back leg deformity, and his brothers tried to take him out of the pack because he was just not strong enough to be a part of the pack. And so I had to grab him and throw him over my shoulders. I had to sheep him over so that his brothers would leave him alone. And that was the memory that he had of me. That was the association that he had with me. And so it took me a long time of not pushing or pressing or backing them into corners. I don't do that. It's their time. It's all on their time. And it, you know, case to case is, of course, is different, but with the wolves, it just tends to be a lot better if you just kind of let them do it on their own time and never let them feel pressured to do that. So they can see it's hot. They hate the heat. They're losing all their fur right now. That's Brian coming out of their covered area. Calvin doesn't mind the sun, but he dug his little hole there. Willow, she just ran back to the mist. Luther's sleeping in the mist over there. They like to stay as cool as possible. I'll show you a sloth, but then I have to go because I gotta, when the animals are done eating, I gotta leaf blow in there. And get it all the peanut shells out of the enclosure. Odie's eating his chicken. You like your chicken, buddy? Was a good boy. All right, we'll go this way and go see some sloths. La na 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 na. Uh-oh, there's a bear. There's a bear. Murphy, leave him alone. Yeah, he always talks back. Leave him alone. Good boy. Thank you. Kisses. Good boy. Good boy. He does this thing where he comes up and bites your elbows. Like that. He's gonna take your glove.
Bite my elbows. Don't bite my elbows. This is a no bite glove. No bites.
He's like, I'll show you what no bite does. Good boy. And Cooper sees light. No. Don't. Hi, Dobby. Stay. Thank you. Be nice to Brutus. Ah, you heard me. Hey, Murphy? No. Be nice to Brutus. He's not aggressive or mean with Brutus. He's just a puppy. So he doesn't realize, though, that he's already bigger than my almost 1-year-old. He's about 20 weeks old, or 25 weeks old, I think. Around there. Thank you. Don't make me separate you, sir. You go find your own toy, okay? He doesn't realize how big he is, and so he tries to play with Brutus, and Brutus is a big old trooper, and but he just... Hi! Oh no, who's out? Jasper, is that, oh, you're over here. It's a laundry. Hi, pretty bird. Hi, how's my bird doing? How's my Ello doing? Hello. Hello. You are a pretty bird. Pretty bird. Oh, Robin, you can always come do laundry for me anytime you want to. Hi, pretty bird. Hi, pretty bird. Hi. Hi. Hello. 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 Yeah. Do it. Hi. Thank you. You grooming me? Thank you. You're so precious. You're such a good girl. Hi. Pretty bird. Hi, pretty, pretty bird. Uh-oh, you see Jeremy. You're okay, honey. You're okay. So our newest rescue that we just got Thursday, I think. Wednesday or no, it's Thursday? Yes, Thursday. This right here is Sophie. Hi, Sophie. Hello, Sophie. She's an umbrella cockatoo. I know she does turn fast. She sees Jeremy. She's like, I'll unalive you. Hi. She's following me like, why aren't you coming in here to pet me? Because if I come in there, you won't let me out. You'll want just to love and love and love. Hi, sweet girl. So this is one of our newest ones. So we're still learning personalities and dispositions and stuff. But so far, she's just kind of a cuddle bug. She's just a sweet little girl. Are you the sweetest little umbrella cockatoo in all the land? You have such a good owner. Yeah. Now here's the thing, guys. This is what happens when people complain about nothing. So I have somebody whom I love absolutely dearly. They are this amazing woman, and she just loves animals so passionately. And these were her 3 birds. A severe macaw, an umbrella cockatoo, and this little guy that she saved that he broke his leg and they didn't take very good care of him, and she saved him. Murphy, no! She took care of him. And guess what happened? A neighbor that moved in, hi, decided to start complaining about her birds making too much noise even though they were inside. And they complained and they complained and they complained, and she tried everything for like a year or so. Hold on, Elowen. Let me go separate Murphy because he's not being respectful. Murph, come on, bud. Come on. No, Brutus is trying to relax and lay down, and you're being bad. Okay? Come on. I can't watch you, so I'm just gonna separate you. Go. Come on, Maple. Maple, no. Dobby, here. Maple, here. Psst. Maple, come. Dobby, come. No, Murph. Not right now. Go ahead. There you go. You don't have to babysit, buddy. Back. No, wait. All right, let's go back down this way. So, bum ba dum bum bum. Aw, thanks. So this is Elowen. So that neighbor complained. She was forced to get rid of her birds. And those birds were in a freaking amazing home. She's coming over to me now. No, she's not. She's going away for chicken. No! Hi! Hi, Sophie! Okay. Hello. I see you. I see my girl. I do. I see you. You're very sweet. Yes, you are. You're a very sweet girl. Yes, you are. You're very sweet. Hello. Hello, sweet girl. Hello. Hi. Can you whistle for them? The difference between the birds, so this is a sulfur cockatoo. She has that beautiful yellow little tip right there. That's an umbrella cockatoo. So she is a little bit bigger of a bird with a bigger umbrella that's white and has just a little hint of color into it. That is a severe macaw. It's a smaller type of macaw. And this is a blue-fronted Amazon. Hi, bud. And you can see how his foot's bent backwards like that. She rescued him. So there was an owner that had this bird, let its foot break and let it heal incorrectly, and she took the bird in and rehabilitated him, and now he's doing actually really, really well, and he's learned to do it, work with it. But that's, you know. But anyway, these were her birds. She was a good owner, and all because somebody new moved into the neighborhood and decided to start complaining because birds would talk a few times a day. And as you can hear, they're not even making a freaking peep out here, really. Just, I mean, Elowen is, she's a loud bird. But her 3 birds tend to be pretty quiet, you know, and it's just, it makes me so mad. Back.
Like, come.
Or not. All right. That's one of Chloe's toys on the floor. That's not. Oh my goodness. Is there a beautiful girl in here right now? Not me. Is there a beautiful lady? What's her name? Is it Rion? Is it Rion? Hello, sweet girl. Hello. Hi. Are you beautiful? Are you beautiful? So Rihanna is a two-toed sloth. She is an absolute doll. Now they have really, really sharp teeth. So if you ever get bit by a sloth, it's literally like watching, or it's literally like just taking a knife and going like this. So sloths have self-sharpening teeth. So when they open and close their mouth, it's constantly sharpening their teeth. Hi. Hello. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hello. Hey, you want me closer? Hello. Hi. It's okay here. Isn't she cute? Isn't she the cutest? You're so precious. You're so precious. So their teeth, what I'm trying to, sorry, I'm squirreling today because I'm so incredibly exhausted from this week. So when they open and close their mouth, it self-sharpens because they eat like a thicker leafy matter in the jungle, or sorry, in the rainforest, and they have to be able to get through that. So their teeth never stop growing, their sharp ones never stop growing, and it allows them to constantly be self-sharpening those teeth so that they stay nice and sharp for them to be able to eat well. Hello. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. What are you doing? Please don't take my sunshine away. She's so cute. I just love how she just is one of my favorites. And then we have Adagio in the back. So next week, we will be switching out Adagio and Rion, so you guys will see Adagio more than Rion. Adagio is in the back. I lose service when I go back there. There's enclosures that go back. We have kinkajous and stuff like that. She's up front though, so she's close enough for not losing service quite as quickly. Then one of my other favorite animals in this trailer is it depends on what we're eating. 1,000 calories is 1,000 calories. It is. Okay, so I can't read it because my vision is, I gotta get contacts. All right, in here, ready? Ready? Let me move you. You ready? It's my little chunky monkey. This is Ren. Ren's an armadillo. Ren. Ren. Hi, Ren. Oh. And there goes the service. In and out. That's what happens when you're in a 40 out of Brutus. Brutus looks at me like, please make him stop being a puppy. All right. So we're gonna go back up here and then I'm gonna say so long. Will you just see? I'm curious, Jeremy. Will you see if I came back on
On which one?
on YouTube? Because sometimes like it shows me that I'm on, but then it's not really on.
It says you're live.
Okay, but click on it. Oh yes, I'm on. Thank you.
Look at that good-looking car, man.
That's the tallest person in this compound. No, I was gonna say that's not what I was gonna say, but in this facility, and he has a teeny little lawnmower he takes to work every day.
I probably have more legroom than Holly does. And hers is twice my size.
Yeah, but how was taking that Mastiff when you had to see it on the side of the road?
Cramped, but just because
Or how about when you picked up that bike? How'd that go?
I couldn't hold it outside the window. Which, by the way, I gave it away.
I'm proud of you. That's good that you gave it away. Hi. Are you enjoying the sunshine? So they say that she's trying to go to the other perch. She's a really pretty bird. You're very pretty. You're very pretty.
Found a bird that snuggles.
Oh yeah, she's a snuggler, Brenda said. Are you a snuggler? You're gonna say to the severe? Anyway, we're gonna hit him this way. Murphy's so mad. Let me back in!
No.
Here comes Cooper. Here comes Maple. Here comes Dobby. And Brutus is laying down. He can care less. Okay, are you gonna be good now? Wait. No. Maple! No, stop. God. Hi, guys. Anyway, we're gonna go deal with my personal dogs now. Brutus, no. Maple, no. Hey, Brutus. I was just talking about how you're so good and Maple's biting his back legs. She's like, I get you. I want to play. I get you. Maple. Anyway, you guys have a great rest of your day. Please remember, Maple is? Oh, Murphy. I read that wrong. I was going to say, Robin, Maple hasn't grown since you've known her. I know, Murphy's huge. Murphy! Psst. Murphy, come on! Come here. Oh my God, you're probably almost 100 pounds now. Not really, he's probably like 70. Hi. Anyway. Hey. Come here. Good dogs. Good puppies. Good puppies. How's your mama brood? No. No. Good. Good boy. No. Stop. No. Anyway, Murphy is getting big. He's bigger than Cooper and Dobby. Robin. He's bigger than Cooper and Dobby now. So he said he's something special. All right, we'll see you guys all on Monday. So starting Monday, I will advertise it on here. We will be doing a live to do fundraising because I have to raise money for July and August, which to be comfortable through July and August, we have to raise $100,000, but we can get through July to August if we at least raise 30. So we need to raise 30,000, and then, or if we raise 600,000, then you guys you'll see me all year, and we'll be able to be perfectly fine for the rest of the year. That's what it costs. I'd be able to hire more staff and all that really great stuff. So let's shoot for 600,000, but I'd be very, very, very happy if it would, Milo's definitely still gonna be my biggest dog. Milo is just Murphy I don't think is gonna be as big as Milo. I think he's gonna be close, but he's not gonna be as big as him. and Milo's head is just ginormous. Murphy, no, good boy. So we will see you guys on our almost all day live on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday next week. And we will be I'm going to try to feed the animals and then go live. I'm not going to feed the animals on the live. I want to feed the animals and then just strictly do educational, fun stuff. You want to help? I'd love for you to help. All the ways you can help are by clicking on the link in our bio. And that's the ways you guys can help us stay in business. So we'll see you guys all next week. All right, love you, bye.